Okay, so today we talk about 4.7, section 4.7, triangle inequalities. Our goal is to use the measurements to determine the longest side and the largest angle. Okay, first theorem says if one side of a triangle is longer than another side, then the angle opposite of the longer side is larger than an angle opposite of the shorter side. I think that sounds really confusing. Okay, so what we're going to say is the longest side is across from the largest angle. And likewise, the smallest side would be across from the shortest angle, or shortest side would be across from the smallest angle, okay? So if I'm looking here, and I'm just going to make up a measurement here, let's say the measure of this side was 7, and I asked you to list them in order from small to large, okay? I could say that 3, so AB is my shortest side. If I go across the triangle to the smallest angle should be angle C. Okay, the medium side length is 5. If I go across the triangle from the 5, I'm at angle A. So angle A is the medium measure, okay? The longest side is 7. If I go across from the 7, I'm at angle B, okay? So the shortest side is across from the smallest angle. The longest side is across from the largest angle, okay? Same idea when I get here. What I should do is say my triangle equals 180 degrees. If I subtract the 60 and the 40, which makes 100, I'm left with 80. So I put 80 here. If I ask you to list your sides in order from shortest to longest, you're going to say, well, the smallest angle is 40, and if I go across from 40, I'm at this side right here. We would name it DF would be the smallest. My medium angle is 60. Across from the 60 would be the EF. And then the last one, the largest angle is 80, and across from 80 is DE. Okay, so now we have some practice problems, and it says, name the angles from largest to smallest. So we're going big to small. Okay, the largest angle should be across from the longest side. My longest side is 10. If I go across from the 10, I'm at angle B. My medium side would be the 8. Across from the 8 is angle A. My shortest side is 4. Across from 4 is angle C. So this is the large, the medium, the small. Okay, looking at the next one, we do the same thing. Largest to smallest, okay? So longest is the 13. If I go across from 13, I'm at angle C. The medium is 11. Across from the medium would be angle A. The smallest is 9. Across from the 9 would be angle B. Okay, next one says name the sides in order from longest to smallest. So the longest side would be across from the largest angle. My largest angle is the 86. Going across from the 86, I'm at that side right here. We call this side DF is the longest. My next biggest angle is the 57. So across from the 57, I'm at this side right here, which is EF. Okay, my smallest angle is the 37. Going across from 37, my shortest side should be DE. Okay, same idea with the next one, okay, from longest to shortest. So the largest should be BC. My next one is 62. A 62 is across from AC. And then the last one is 54. Across from the 54 is AB. Okay, name the angles from smallest to longest, smallest to largest, okay? Shortest side is 5, so the smallest angle is going to be angle B. The medium is 6, across from 6 is angle A. The longest is 7, across from 7 is angle C. You could pause and try the next one on your own. Okay, we're going to go through it. If I want to make them all 2 decimals to kind of help me see the measures, 5 is the smallest, so I'm going to go across from 5. Angle G is my smallest angle. 5.03 is the next biggest. It's going to be across from angle H. 5.1 would be the largest. It's going to be across from angle J. Okay. Next one says list the sides in order from longest to shortest. So big to small. I start with the biggest angle, and it's across from AC. I start with the next one. 63 is across from BC. The smallest is across from AB. Okay. Over here, I'm missing one of my angles, so I should find that missing angle. A triangle measures 180. If I subtract 65 plus 40 gives me 105. I'm left with 75 degrees. And now that I have the 75, now I can tell, well, which one should be the longest? The largest angle is across from this side, AC. The medium angle is across from BC. The smallest angle is across from AB. So they should go in that order. Okay? On the next page, we start talking about triangle inequalities. And what it says is the sum of the lengths of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the length of the third side. And it gives you all of these inequalities saying I could take this side and add it to this side to see if it's bigger than this one. Well, we can kind of look at it and say, well, the longest plus the medium should be bigger than the smallest. Okay, and then they give us the next one and the next one. Now, a shortcut to doing this is we're going to take the smallest side, add it to the medium side. It has to be bigger than the longest side to form a triangle. If they come out equal, it's not a triangle. If these two added together come out less than the longest side, it can't form a triangle. Okay, so we're going to check these. So I go small plus medium. So 3 plus 5 needs to be greater than 9. 3 plus 5 gives me 8, and 8 is not greater than 9, so I say no triangle. The next one I would say 3 plus 5 needs to be greater than 8. 3 plus 5 is 8. Is 8 greater than 8? No, no triangle. Next one would be 3 plus 5 needs to be greater than 7. 3 plus 5 is 8. Is 8 greater than 7? Yes. And then I can just show my work as my explanation. Okay, next one would be 5 plus 7 needs to be bigger than 13. 5 plus 7 gives me 12. Is 12 greater than 13? Nope, no triangle. Next one would be 6 plus 9 needs to be greater than 12. 6 plus 9 gives me 15. Is 15 greater than 12? Yes. And then I can just say 15 is greater than 12. The last one I would have 10 plus 15 needs to be greater than 25. Is 25 greater than 25? No, they're equal, so no triangle. Okay, the last one says, Everett noticed that the 3 streets in his town form a triangle. He measured each distance and made this diagram. Are his measurements correct? Explain why or why not. So this is using that triangle inequality, and what we would do is test the small and the medium against the large. So I'm going to say 1.2 plus 3.2 should be greater than 4.8 in order for it to form a triangle. If I add these two together, I get 4.4. Is 4.4 greater than 4.8? Nope. So I say no triangle. Okay. Are his measurements correct? Explain why or why not. These lengths could not form a triangle. His measures are incorrect. Okay, so the streets still form a triangle, but the question is, are his measurements correct? And we would say, no, his measurements are incorrect.